Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am Mohammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka.
Dear student, this is our third lecture on chapter 1. Dear student, last lecture we have discussed transaction. Dear student, today we will discuss double entry system. Double entry system. Dear student, after this lecture, you can able to explain what is dual entity concept, explain the nature of double entry system, you can explain the advantages of double entry system, you can identify the two parties involved in transaction, you can explain the various steps involved in accounting cycle. Dear student, dual entity concept of transaction. Dear student, there have been two or more accounts in every transaction. This account is written in dual entity concept. One is debit and other is credit. In this method, the same amount is written for both debit and credit. The procedure which is followed to record dual entity of transaction for preparing accounts correctly is called double entry system. Dear student, all of you know that all over the world for doing accounting there are only one system which is a scientific system, that is double entry system. Only under double entry system we can find the proper accounting, we can do the proper profit loss asset liabilities we can calculate. Dear student, that's why 1494 Luca Pacioli started system, and yet we are following same system. And under this system, every transaction there are two parties, one party is debited and other party is credited. By receiving a receiver account is debited and giver account is the credited. This is the basic rules of double entity system. This is the dual entity concept of transaction. Dear student, now dual entity concept of transaction. The famous mathematician Luca Pacioli, just like I have discussed you, the famous mathematician Luca Pacioli described the perfect and proper recording system of financial event in 1494. Dear student, this is very important for your MCQ. Mathematician Luca Pacioli, 1494. There are three MCQ here. Who is the father of accounting? Luca Pacioli. He was a mathematician, and when accounting started in scientific way, 1494. Dear student, in double entry system is considered the only complete and reliable and scientific system. Here also there are some MCQ. Double entry system is considered the only complete, reliable and scientific system of accounting. Dear student, now, characteristics of double entry system. Characteristics of double entry system, dual entity. All of you know that in every transaction there are two parties. One party will receive the benefit and the other party will give the benefit. And this is the dual entity. This is the dual entity. The next characteristics is debtor and creditor. That means these two parties, one party will be debited and another party will be credited. Receiver of the benefit will be debtor and giver of the benefit will be creditor. So this is the another characteristics of double entry system. And making debit and credit, one party will make debit and another party will make credit. That means in every transaction there are two parties, one party will be debit and other party will be credit. So this is the another characteristics of double entry system. Dear student, now characteristics of double entry system. Next characteristics, exchange equal amount. That means in double entry system every debit should have equal credit amount. Dear student, last one is comprehensive result. With the help of double entry system we can find the result. That means we can find the amount of profit loss asset liabilities financial condition everything. All types of queries of the owner manager or any other related parties can be disclosed by double entry system. That's why this system is the only scientific system all over the world. There are no other new system after 1494 by which we can disclose the of all questions of answer of related parties. Dear student, now advantages of double entry system. Dear student, double entry system has some advantages. That's why it is so much popular all over the world. Number one, complete account. Double entry system is a complete account. Complete account. That means with this double entry system we can get all types of answer, all types of queries of a stakeholder. Dear student, ascertain profit and loss. With the help of WNT system, we can find the profit or loss of the organization. We can verify the arithmetical accuracy of the organization. We can verify the arithmetical accuracy of the organization. We can ascertain financial position of the organization. We can find the fault and fraudery and means of to prevent the same. That means if there is any types of fault fraudery occurred, that can be that can be detected by double entry system. That's why this system is so much popular, dear student. Another double entry system, we can add another advantage is cost control. We can control our cost, dear student. You know that this is the competitive world. In this time, cost control is the main objectives of an organization. The more cost you can reduce, the more you can earn profit. That's why cost control is another important advantages of double entry system. Identifying total debts and credit, total amount of debit, total amount of credit can be identified with the help of double entry system. With the help of double entry system, we can find the amount of tax. Government can determine tax if they have the accounting system. Then easy application, it is easy double entry system. You know that accounting is a easy subject, you can do easily, so easily you can apply it all over the world. And universally acceptance all over the world, everywhere accounting is accepted, double entry system is accepted. You are account student of Bangladesh, that means it is one of the poorest country in the world. Here also double entry system, the richest country in the world, Japan, America, Australia, England, everywhere all of the student of accounting follows double entry system. That's why it is called universally accepted system, dear student. Now, in double entry system, each transaction is recorded in two-fold of aspect, and one party is debited for taking the benefit and other party will be credited for providing benefit. That means debit credit, dear student. You know that in double entry system main agenda is to determine debit and credit, and it is said that in double entry system each transaction recorded in a two-fold of aspect, two parties. One parties will be debit, another party will be credit. Who will be debit? The benefit, and the other party will be credited providing the benefit. That means who is taking the benefit, his account will be debited, and who is providing the benefit, who is giving the benefit, his account will be credited. Receiver of the benefit will be debited and giver of the benefit will be credited. Now we'll discuss, dear student, formula of determining debit and credit. This is the most important part of today's lecture, dear student, because you know that earlier whatever I have discussed, that is important for MCQ, that is important for your basic knowledge. Now this is important for your CQ and MCQ both, dear student. Formula of determining debit and credit, dear student, you have to know this formula anytime, dear student. Formula of determining debit and credit, this is very important for you. That's why you should keep it in your mind always. For this formula, this is called golden rules of accounting for debit credit. Here student, asset increases debit. Dear student, look at name of account, asset. There are five types of account, dear student. All of you know that there are five types of account: asset, liabilities, equities, revenues and expense. Asset account, if it is increased, if any asset increases, then this is debit. If any asset decreases, then it is credit. If any asset increases, debit; decreases, credit. On the other hand, liabilities, just opposite. Asset is belongs to us, it is give a service, and liabilities we are liable to pay. So liabilities shows opposite. Decreases debit, increases credit. Asset increases debit, decreases credit. On the other hand, liabilities, if it is decreased, debit; if it is increased, credit. Equity decreases debit, increases credit. If equity decreases, then debit; increases credit. Revenues, if it is decreases, then debit; if it is increases, then it is credit. Dear student, now expense. Expense just opposite to the revenues. Revenue is expense, income. Expense increase, then debit, then decrease, credit. Dear student, look at asset and expense. These two increases debit. On the other hand, if these two decreases credit, and others three decreases debit, increases credit. So it is very easy to memorize. Asset and expense increase debit, decrease credit. Income, liability and equity decrease debit, increase credit. I hope all of you understand. You can keep it in your mind, dear student. Now, account kept under double entry system, dear student. Under double entry system, you know that at first transaction, then books of account, we have journal, primary books, we have ledger, original books. Dear student, in the next time, inshallah, we will discuss on journal and ledger. Journal is called primary books and ledger is called permanent books of account. So these are the books of account where we will record the transaction. I hope all of you understand. Dear student, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. May Allah help all of us. Dear student, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.